Hello and welcome to See You Live. I'm Susan Post, Associate Editor of Columbus Underground, and I have with me a special guest today, Amanda Anderson from the Hills downtown, who's in charge of wine, events, and marketing. Talking about beverages today, specifically non-alcoholic beverages, who are kind of having a little resurgence or a little kind of upswing here. So I was doing some research into beer and wine trends, and actually low to no ABV versions of those kind of kept popping up as something that's gaining popularity. And I know Hills is embracing that because you guys just announced that you're going to start a dry happy hour. So tell us a little bit more about that.
So last year, about this time, we hosted an event. It was a zero-proof cocktail dinner, and the response was people were very excited. We sold it out to a small crowd of people, but it was a lot of work coming up with all those cocktails. And then, so I decided that since we have those recipes, since I know what those are, let's do something a little more casual. People don't feel like they have to invest like $60 in a dinner. They can just pop in, have a zero-proof cocktail, meet some people that are like-minded, and just kind of hang out. So Seed Lip was the first brand that brought it to my attention. They're from the UK. They're a distilled non-alcoholic spirit. That was kind of the first thing to really get my attention, and like, whoa, this is really something for people that aren't drinking. And their slogan is what to drink when you're not drinking. So not just for people who are sober, but people that are like maybe just taking a break, or they're pregnant, or they're doing dry January. It kind of hits a lot of notes for a lot of different people.
So tell us about some of those other specific drinks that it'll be available at that dry happy hour. I know we've got some here in front of us that fall into that category.
So we will definitely have these. These are a line of Amaro Sodas that are inspired by Italian Amaro cocktails called Casamara. They have 4 different varieties, and they're all a little different. Some of them have sage. Some of them have like a bitter orange, grapefruit, all sorts of different flavors.
So more they mix savory.
Yes. Kind of. They taste like, instead of like drinking just drinking like a Diet Coke or even like a La Croix or whatever. Yeah. They're the flavors are more intentional, and they're definitely more bitter.
Okay.
So they're really interesting. They mix well with Seed Lip. They also they can be on their own, or they can mix with like a dash of bitters or something like that to make them a little more complex. Fresh fruit juices. We don't have the whole cocktail list finalized yet, but something that I'll be working on in the next couple weeks. And
awesome. Should we give one of them a try?
Yeah. So this is probably their most like iconic. It's their Alta, and it is like in the style of a Negroni.
Okay.
Which
very
would be
classic cocktail. Has its own
yes, exactly. Yeah. Would be a little bit like a bitter kind of Campari flavor. And then, but this is just no alcohol, which is surprising because they do taste very complicated for what's in them. So yeah, I love it. Can definitely be sweetened up with a little bit with like an infused simple syrup, definitely some fresh citrus or other aromatics.
It is nice and light, really cool. But kind of nice to have that option of something other than just like a sparkling soda or sparkling
soda,
water.
Alcohol leaves like a really like a bitter finish usually, and this kind of does that too. So it kind of fills that void.
Great. And there are a few other places that are popping up that have mocktails on the menu. Like I know we just did a little article about some of She Creature's mocktails, which is a pop-up.
Oh yeah,
and even bars like Lincoln Social have a couple zero-proof drinks. Do you think we're going to keep seeing more of that at local establishments?
I think so. I know that like Chicago has like sometimes like full-on nights that are like zero-proof nights. Some other towns have bars. There's a bar called Sands Bar. They have like a location, and then they also like do pop-ups around the country.
Okay.
So I think it's definitely spreading a way of socializing without becoming intoxicated.
Right.
For whatever reason you're choosing it, it's definitely something that's spreading to menus, if not to like whole full-on bars.
Awesome.
In the future, I think.
And kind of within this non-alcoholics drink world, we're also starting to see drinks with CBD in them.
Yes.
Lots of those. A lot of those are coming up. And again, tried a cocktail at Lincoln Social that had CBD in it, but no alcohol. So does the Hills stock any CBD drinks?
We do. We have CBD seltzers from Queen City Hemp. They're in Cincinnati. We also have a line of CBD colas, like a root beer, a ginger ale, and a cola. Like there's a couple of different flavors. And then there's another company that makes like some lemongrass infused CBD drinks. So there's definitely some stuff out there.
So what is, what is this appeal of the CBD drinks, and what is the buzz, maybe literally, about it? Like what are you supposed to feel when drinking these?
I think is different for everybody. I know that the first time I was like, oh, fine, I'm going to try this. I'm super stressed out. It was just kind of like a warm, relaxing feeling.
All right.
I don't know if it's in my head or not, but
placebo effect.
That's the way it made me feel.
You know?
And it is a nice alternative. Like, okay, I'm not going to have wine tonight, but I'll have this and it'll still kind of like just chill you out. Whether that's just resting and having a drink or it's what's in the drink, I'm not sure, but
maybe we should see if we get nice and relaxed here, you know?
This is the guava flavor from Queen City Hemp. They also
they're
have
local, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
They have like a passion fruit and a blood orange and a lavender lemonade. That's really nice too. But yeah, they are good. And it smells great.
It smells really good.
Yeah, the guava smells great. It's my favorite.
Very nice. See how we're feeling here in a little bit.
All right.
Any other trends or drinks that we should be looking out for in kind of that non-alcoholic, zero proof world?
I mean, every time I check, there's definitely people like coming out with just something called gin that's like not a gin. There's one on Kickstarter called Monday Gin, and I keep wanting to buy it, but I'm not. And it's supposed to taste like just like gin, but without the hangover, so you can have it on Monday or something. But it's beautifully designed, and I'm sure it tastes great. And every time I'm online, there's some new like product that's a zero proof sangria or like a zero proof like ginger beer and vodka thing. Like it's just a bunch of different things coming out. I think it's going to keep expanding. Yeah,
a little bit more. Great. So if you kind of want to see what this, zero proof mocktail trend is all about, definitely check out the Hills Dry Happy Hour, and that is on January 21st.
Yes, we'll do it the third Tuesday of every month, except for St. Patrick's Day, because we have to do St. Patrick's Day then.
That makes sense.
But yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll have a nice cheese plate and some snacks out, and stop by and meet people.
Good stuff. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here today and bringing us some delicious drinks.
Thank you.